Sing Your Love. Day 3. Laboratory analyses confirm that the structure of the cardiac muscle fibers and the structure of the bread are intertwined in a way impossible to reproduce by human means. The host placed on a linen cloth. The large, black blob is blood. If this page were in color, you would see it blood red.
Carlo built a website cataloging and promoting knowledge about Eucharistic miracles. Here is one of many Eucharistic miracles. The Eucharistic miracle of Sacrament. The host is tissue from the heart of a dying man every day on the altars of Catholic churches around the world. The greatest miracle possible takes place, the transformation of bread and wine into the true body and blood of Christ.
Nonetheless, our senses only perceive bread and wine, physically unaltered by the consecration. What are the implications, then, of the Eucharistic event in Sokółka, Poland? It took place on Sunday, October 12, 2008, 2 weeks after the beatification of servant of God Father Michael Sapako. During the Holy Mass celebrated at the parish church of St. Anthony in Sokółka, a consecrated host fell from the hands of one of the priests during the distribution of communion. The priest picked up the host, and, in accordance with liturgical norms, placed it in a small container of water. The host was expected to dissolve in the water. Knowing that the consecrated host would take some time to dissolve, the container was placed in the safe located in the parish sacristy.
A week later, when the pastor was checking on the host, when the door was opened there was a delicate aroma of unleavened bread. Opening the container, he found in the middle of the host, which was still largely intact, a curved, bright red stain. Like a blood stain, a living particle of a body. The water was untainted by the color. The priest brought in the other priests at the parish and the visiting missionary, Father Richard Gorofsky. They were all amazed and left speechless by what they saw. By mid-January of 2009, the Archbishop requested histopathological studies be done on the host. On March 30th, he created an ecclesial commission to study the phenomenon.
A piece of the altered host was taken and analyzed independently by 2 experts, Professor Maria Sobaniak-Lotowska, M.D., and Professor Stanislaw Solkowski, M.D., in order to ensure the credibility of the results. Both are histopathologists at the Medical University of Białystok. The studies were carried out at the university's Department of Pathomorphology. The results of both independent studies were in perfect agreement. They concluded that the structure of the transformed fragment of the host is identical to the myocardial, heart, tissue of a living person who is nearing death.
It is our duty to adore the Blessed Sacrament. No one receives the Blessed Sacrament unless he adores it. And not only do we not sin by adoring, we do sin by not adoring. St. Augustine, sing your love, Jesus, I love you. Jesus, I love you. Let every beat of my heart and every breath I take 1,000 times repeat this act of love. I love you, Jesus. In the most blessed sacrament, strive to always live in the state of grace. Resolve. During this novena I will go to daily Mass as often as I possibly can and receive Jesus in Holy Communion, giving him many acts of love.